hole there? No. What do we need? That one will do it. Reach that first. Good to know. I haven't got my pin. Don't tell me I just cut that the wrong way. Oh, I'm an idiot. I did. That's exactly what I did. Careful, my boy. Oh, God. Alright, danger. Danger. My boy. Thank you for the love all. Thank you guys. Just keeping at it. Good to see you all. Just keep at it, guys. It's getting pretty cold, so go to keep warm mode. Yep. Why is that so much higher than that one? Yeah. What's holding it up? Oh, that. Getting it done. Bit by bit, right? Bit by bit, hey dog. Oh my god, dog, I'm under attack. Yeah. Wilson's having a bit of a lay down vacation at the moment, Scott. Yeah, had to take Wilson down to get the last bit of these upright bits of wood here that go behind the cladding. I need to get one on the corner, so we've had to kick Wilson the fence down for today, but he'll be back. Glad to hear you in good spirits there, Scott, mate. Hope you're well. Alright, left. Right, left, wood. Pretty good. No nails in there. Alright. Danger. Move. Boy. Hey, away when I'm doing that. Flip the breaker again. Yeah, stay on your bed. What are you doing? Alright, danger, away. Stay there. Away. Come on, bud. Careful. Stay there. Sit. Sit. Stay there. Dangerous. Good boy. Stay there. Good boy. Good boy. Stay. Back up. No, back up. Go sit. Back up. Back up. Yeah, stay. Stay there. Dangerous. Alright, Frank, come. Good boy. Good boy, good listening. Good boy. That's a good boy. Look out. Out of my garage, Sid. Come here, boy. Boy, here. She's getting there. Take care, Venom. Just stop to give some respect. Much appreciated, Scott, mate. Thank you for coming by, mate. Do really appreciate it. Hey, puppy. Hey, big dog. Hey, big dog. There we go. Oi, 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 oi. Yeah, getting there, getting there. Just gonna leave a little bit. I'm gonna leave. Yeah, how do I point this with the wrong way around? This bit here. I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, how do I? Whatever. You know, that little piece there, just on the outside edge there. It's just I need to. A bit of timber behind it isn't tall enough, so I need to cut it off, and then screw on another piece up there. So I'll muck about with that later. Yeah, chipping away at it, Christine. Chipping away. I took a bit of a break for a while, and I was gonna go for a motorbike ride. Or just do this on my own. Then it got really cold, and so I sat inside, put the heater on for a bit, and went for 15 minutes. Watch. Fence panel usually goes on the end here. It's usually obviously there. So I've just taken that down. I'm going to take out the French door frame tomorrow so I can wrap the pillar around it. Then I can put the French door frame back in and actually put the French doors in finally. So well, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, as always, weather pending. Hey Jay, how are you, bro? Good to see you, man. Hey Tim, how are you, Tim? We're getting there. Obviously, yeah, this is just used cedar cladding. It's all very dirty and stuff. It'll look very nice when it's, clean and... Oh, Jados, good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Yeah, the cladding will mean, once it's washed off and whatever, gonna fill up the grinder grooves in it and paint it like just a flat sort of black, sort of satin black. So yeah, we're going all right. We're going all right. I've got to leave that top row out for now. There's some stuff I got to do, but I'm pretty much there. Might cut a couple more pieces now. Just try and get this over to the end a bit, up until this row. And I'm pretty happy with it for now. Pretty happy, mate. Thank you. Yeah, not too bad a job for an amateur with no idea what he's bloody doing. That's what my channel's all about, right? It's, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm figuring it out. That is the mantra of the channel. If you don't know how to do it, fail and muck about until you can do it, right? Pretty much. That's the same with when I do workout streams, chat, whatever we're talking about, right? It's usually the same. It's just you keep on trying. Oh, I gotta say, I'm getting pretty. I figure I'll just come on for a bit, do whatever, cut a few bits, do whatever I can do, That's what it is. G'day, Nana. How are you? Good to see you. And yeah, if anybody wants to contribute to the cause, there's now a donation link on my channel, on the channel description. So if anybody wants to donate towards, I don't know, I need more editing gear and stuff for the channel, so whatever. If you have a spare $5 someday and you like my content, I don't know. It's there, whatever. Everyone keeps telling me to put it up, so I put it up, so I'm just letting you know, I'm letting people know each day, the option's there. Right, what am I doing? Need a short one there. So that one has nails. How's this one looking? Well, it's a pretty good board, man. I'd like to cut up really good boards just to do a little short piece. Look out, fella. You're like Batman watching over Gotham, mate. Out the way. Oh. Oh, look out, fella. What are you doing? Yeah, well, Wilson's having a nap. Yeah. Poor old Wilson. Wilson, the fence this way. He's got the. It's because it's got the uneven cut top. You know, it looks like Wilson from the movie Castaway. So Wilson fence paneling. Yeah. Yeah. Check my shorts. If you want the lore on that piece of fence, check my shorts. I think it's my latest one. I haven't done it for a couple of days. Hello, lunatic. Whoa, slow down, speed racer. Hey, gotta be careful. Alright, try and get this next one on there, and then we'll go do one more, and then we're good for the moment. Do the job. Let's check this one. Oh, wait. Hey, where's you have an incredible innate ability to always be standing in the wrong place, dog. Did you know that? Like, it's quite impressive, really. What's more impressive is where did I just put the mark on it there? Oh my god, why does it? Why? Why? I hate this. You're in your bed. Danger. Back up. Back up. You're very handsome, I know. Back up. Sit. Come on, sit. Stay there. It's dangerous. Stay there. Free now. Free now. Do whatever. You don't want to wander around. You're going to just sit there, be handsome. Alright, that's good of you. Good of you. Whatever. Don't matter. Hey, bro, going alright, man? Don't you be humping at me. Are you being weird again? Are you trying to like hump at me out of excitement because you want your sister? Ain't happening. I know she's on heat, but don't you be humping at me. Don't you be hump gesturing at me. It's real weird. It's real weird, my boy. Love the. He's trying to do that with me. He's trying to stand me down. He really wants to go. Yes, I'm just gonna get that last top one on. Yeah, I think we're good. For the moment. Probably add another top row tomorrow, but I'm not sure. Hey, stop, dude. It's enough. We're hanging out. Just don't be weird. You're trying to be a bit too intimate, dog. You're trying to be a bit intimate. But yeah, I won't do that top row until I fix this bit up here. It's just this board that doesn't come high enough. It was like the first board I ever put on. And I need to trim the top off it and then just redo that. So it's one of those little things. Yeah, I'm just tacking it on, man. I'm just nailing it. They're rose head nails for cedar, so they don't split the timber. They're quite blunt. They got a special tip on them. It's more like a tip you'd get on like a sewing needle. So you've got one side scalloped out of it. Let's take a moment here. You like Wilson? Everybody loves Wilson. Maybe we should paint the face of the volleyball. I'll paint the face of the volleyball on it and like the markings. I'll make that happen. We'll work out something that works there. All right, guys. I'm gonna get this one more done. Hopefully, I have a piece long enough to go that full distance. I might not, to be honest. That one's got a chunk out of it. That one's too short. Is that one any good, dog, or is that a broken one? That looks pretty. Oh no, they like cut a section out of it or something, right? I think they cut some of it out. I don't know why. You know what, dog? We're gonna use this. I reckon. Yes. Let's do this, dog. Let's do from there about there, so it goes from there. The nails in it, pull beans, straight. Look out, back up, away, danger, away, back up, sit, stay. Let's just lop down the other end of this as well. It's just one they've cut a hole here at the bottom out of it. Oh, don't tell me that's all broken too. No, this one's no good, man. Might be able to salvage something off it, but split all the way down. Oh, any of this bit of it? No, they cut the bottom out here. No, no good. No good on that one. I do have more under the house I can get out. Some of it is broken off too. Man. Didn't see that. Oh, danger. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Oh, get out of it. Sometimes it does this shit. Around here. Let's do a freaking that way or the other way? The other way. away, wait, danger, away. I think that'll do for tonight, guys, before I piss off everybody out around here banging on a hammer at all hours. So there you go. Just jumped on before bed. Awesome. Hey, Lorinda, 5 from Ohio. Much love. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate the support, guys. Yeah, I think that'll do for tonight, just to keep the neighbours happy. What time is it? Yeah, 5:58, 6 o'clock at night, right? Let people cook dinner and whatever in a bit of peace. Try to be a good neighbour and all that jazz. Oh, yeah, I'm cracking till tomorrow. Don't keep pouring me. What do you want, dog? What do you want, mate? Let me get that off you. So yeah, hi everybody. Hope you're all doing well. But yeah, we're gonna call it a night. I'm just gonna get off here. I'll just pack up again. Hey, stop trying to hunt me, you weirdo. I get it. Your sister's on heat. You're all riled up. That's why you're out here on your own. But don't you be trying to hunt me. Well, yeah, I ain't like that, mate. All right. Weird dog. How's tomorrow going since it's yesterday? Yep, fantastic. Tomorrow's looking good. Like, yep, you're all here already in tomorrow, so just shows that tomorrow's gonna be a great day for you. You know, everything's going well, nothing's gone wrong. So there you go. That's my ability to tell the future. You see. Most definitely. Should we put this stuff away before we get off here, dog? I suppose. Pop that there. There's a nail sticking up on it. No, I need to. Once we get this down, that way, lock it. I'm gonna have to slide that over. Come on, Wilson. Let's go, mate. That's good. Wilson's all right there. You all right? Look out, dog. Look out, dog. Look out, dog. As it falls over. move, dummy. Whatever. Ta-da. That'll do. That's enough of that. That's enough of all that. Hey, g'day, Bean. Yeah, mate, just finishing up. There we go. That bottom board's just a... That bottom board there is just a placeholder. That one will be taken out for the moment later on. Yep. Yep. There's the boys. We've got a nail in there. I've got to pin down the bottom of a lot of the boards, you know, just out a little bit. Just pin them down. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Let's put this tripod away, just in case it rains. There we go. Alright. We're getting there. Does anyone want to talk for a bit? Or we did a bit of a chat stream earlier, but I can chat for a bit. Come on, dog, in. Leave your sister alone. Oh, I shouldn't have put the heater on in here earlier. It's hot in here now. It's hot in here, man. It's hot. Hang on, I'm just... Ditch the boots, ditch the hoodie. I'll chat for a bit if anybody wants to. Nah, the cyclone changed path quite a lot, thankfully, from what they predicted. So it was pretty minor. Oh, yeah. Oh. Too hot. You know what? I swear it aggravates me, the feeling of like overheating, like being a bit too hot. I just start to get aggro. I was really disappointed today. I thought I had dinosaur lollies left. And it would appear that I ate them all. And I'm like, damn, man. I was like, oh, I got like 2 or 3 dinosaur lollies left. That'll be nice. What else happened today? The phone case showed up. So we've finally got a case on this new phone. So that's a good start too. I managed to find one that actually has like the S26, it has the cameras really far out the back of it. So it doesn't actually sit flat on a flat surface. And every case basically doesn't cover the camera lenses. So if I drop the thing on gravel, it's going to be screwed. Or they'll be, the fronts didn't have a screen on them. So I managed to find one where it has like a plastic screen built into the front of the cover. And the back one, it actually has a piece of plastic over the lenses and stuff, right? So you can protect them. It was, what is it? It's a red pepper waterproof. Red pepper waterproof case. Obviously, I can't really show you it on the phone. But no, that was the best one I could find. I asked AI about it. I mean, I want this spec. You know, I want a case with this, and this. You go to Google, you go AI mode, you go, I want a case with this, and this, and a full front screen protector. I want this, and I want to do that. And they go, here's your options. Here's who has it in stock. Here's where the lowest prices. So it saves me a lot of time using the AI for that stuff. I would recommend you do the same. What was that working on? Just the cabin out there, man. Well, it might be too dark to see it now, but we're just getting the small weatherboards on. There we go. Almost there. There we go. They're all going to be painted, all these weatherboards are going to be painted black in a while. It's going to be like a low sheen black, like a very dark charcoal kind of colour. But yeah, I'll chat for a bit. I'm just chilling. My partner's at work for a little while longer and stuff, so she'll be back later on. Yeah. At some point, I'll probably just wind down. I do feel like maybe I'll go play my PlayStation 2 or something this evening. A little bit, or something to wind down. I still need to go down to the garage again. I did a bit of time down the garage off stream, but I need to go down there again with the amount of time I put into the house. So I'm just driving myself a bit hard, maybe. But it's like the cars are the priority, and doing this is kind of extra. So it's like if I'm gonna put, I'm just trying to put time in it while the weather's good, because the weather's usually so crap here lately. So if I can get a little here or there and on it, by a little here or there, I mean I probably spent 4 hours on that today, which is a bit of a blowout. So it's like I kind of have to make sure I at least commit that much time to cars as well. It's just holding myself accountable. Any insulation need to do on the cabin? Yeah, I'm gonna have to insulate the whole damn thing. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a. Well, you play PlayStation game? PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2. So I play Tourist Trophy, Gran Turismo 4, stuff like that. I had an Xbox One, but I got rid of it. I went back to an offline console where I can just enjoy the old games I used to enjoy. There isn't people crashing into me on track. It isn't chaos. It's just, I enjoy it. That's what Sean of the Breed, he comes in here sometimes. That's what he streams. He's the reason I got the old PS2 again. Saw Sean of the Breed streaming the old PS2. I was like, you know what? That's something I need in my life, an old PS2 again. So yeah, that's what I game on now. Used to play FIFA. Yeah, I never got into this. I never got into the sports games myself. I was always into the driving games and like Call of Duty and stuff like that. Counter-Strike 1.6 on PC. That was always my gaming was more that kind of realm. I played a lot of Destiny on Xbox One for a while as well, stuff like that. Why are you speaking in a South African accent when you are Kiwi? I'm not. I'm talking like a Kiwi. I'm not talking like a South Africans, mate. I'm talking like a New Zealander. Alright, mate. Exactly, mate. Alright, mate. Yeah, I'm good, Craig. I'm good, mate. How about yourself, Craig? There's a good name there, Craig. Craig Posh. I like it. It sounds refined and gentlemanly. Craig Posh. I like that. I like that. Yeah, Bean. It's the other cabin is more going to be the bedroom house one. It's just this is the first cabin I'm building, so it'll be a bedroom for a while and lounge, gym, all that kind of thing. Just to get out of the caravan and stuff. All good, mate. Thank you for asking. Good to hear it, mate. Good to hear it. If anybody's wondering what the channel's about, do check the channel description. Is probably the easiest way. If you click my name up there and just look at the channel description, it'll tell you sort of what we do here. We don't do politics, religion, or we just don't want any arguments about anything, right? We're trying to focus on our own lives and progress, whatever that is for you, whatever religion you are, whatever. I don't mind. I just don't want it to turn into it's a place where people can help each other with depression and stuff like that, right? Struggles in life, whatever. So I just basically stream talking about valuing time, how to improve bits and pieces in life, and how to, how to build your life bit by bit, because I've got ADHD, so I'm distracted very easily, right? Doom scrolling, all this stuff, whatever, or even the tasks I have to do, I jump around a lot. So this is, I try and talk about that kind of stuff with procrastination and, guilt and you've got family doubting you, friends doubting you, all that kind of thing, right? So yeah, it's just all, my channel's about sort of taking control of your own life and just each day try and do a little bit more here or there and piece it together, bit by bit without stressing and stuff. So you are a struggler, I suppose so. Life is struggle, mate. Life is suffering. Can you shave your head and face completely? Yep, I can do that. I have clippers. I can absolutely do that. So if you go to my description there, I've got a buy me a coffee link I've added just yesterday. So if you would like to make, say, $100 donation, I'll do that. Otherwise, nah. It depends how you look at it. And bork to you, Swedish chef. Fluga gurgi, bork. Swedish chef. Life does not suck, mate. Life is good, mate. It's what you make of it, right? If there was no suffering, nothing would have any value. Nothing would ever be able to feel good. You've got to have that opposite. You've got to have that opposite, right? Or else you can't ever. Nothing would ever have any value. Nothing would be able to be. Yes, bork to you, sir. Yes, I always love the Swedish chef. He's my favourite Muppet Show character. Is the Swedish chef. Yeah. Meatball, springy meatball. Do you watch flick movie Into the Wild? Is that Into the Wild? Is that the one where he goes and he's on a bus and he eats the wrong thing and dies? Is it that one? That's Into the Wild, isn't it? Hello, I rock. How are you going, man? Yeah. Seen that one, Bean. It's a good movie, a poignant movie, but yeah, it certainly teaches you that you wouldn't want to eat the wrong bloody thing out in the bush. But Into the Wild, yeah, it's. I talked about it on here the other day at pretty substantial length. Of a lot of people are stuck in the job they're in right now. The economy is tight globally, right? Like some people have money, unfortunately, whatever. Most of us, 20, nah, not for 20. Not for 20, mate. No, you'd have to. You got to pump those up. Those are rookie numbers on this racket. Fuck was I talking about? Ah, yeah, we are talking about. I was talking about if you'll always get people doubt you who work like a 9 to 5 and stuff, like family and friends, and they'll want you to play it safe. You go, I want to go to start a business, or I want to go do this thing, or pursue travel, whatever it is, right? You're gonna have people doubt you, and the reality is if you stay in the nine, if say you're in a 9 to 5 job right now, and you feel like all you have time for is to fucking go to work, come home. This is a life I used to live in Auckland, right? Come, go to work, get up, go to work, come home, like make dinner, maybe hang out with a mate for an hour, or work on a car for an hour if I was lucky, right? But usually, you're too tired and you just scroll shit, and then you get up and you rinse and repeat, and on the weekends all you want to do is sleep and whatever, and it's like you're not able to really save any money. Like the pay you're getting is you're paying your rent, you're paying your bills, maybe you're paying off your car, maybe you're saving $100 a week or something, right? But you're not exactly going to be able to buy a house or something. So like you can do anything in that situation. There's nothing stopping you going and buying a van and living in a van and drive it around your country and pick up farm work along the way in small towns and stuff in a week here or there. And you can just spend the next 10 years traveling. It doesn't matter. If you're living hand to mouth anyway, why be stuck in a little box in the city and going to a job? People stand at a bus stop, go to a job they hate. They're single, they're in their 20s or whatever. They're jumping on a bus, standing in a rainy bus stop, or jumping on a train. They go to work, they come home, they pay bills, they scroll some Netflix or something, or whatever. They don't have time for their hobbies. They're drained all the time, and it's like, well, why live that life? Sell whatever car you got, sell up your shit, go buy a van or something. Go live in it. You can go travel anywhere. You could just go all around your country. If you're in Europe, you could go all across Europe, whatever. As an example, right? You can pursue whatever you want to pursue, because why sit there running on the spot? You get out there in the country, man. You pull up to a freaking you pull up to some farmer loading up stuff. Oh, you need a hand here or there or something. You'll find something, right? The friends of the road, bubs, friends of the road. So that's just one. Like, again, I'm not saying go do exactly that. I'm just trying to plant the seed of logic. If you're not moving forward and going anywhere, well, why keep doing it? If it's not making you happy in that, and it's like you're living out of fear, and everybody is like, oh, don't do that, you'll screw it up. All the things where I changed my life like 5-6 years ago was everybody always told me, don't do this, don't do that. Oh, don't buy that car, it won't work out. Don't. I just started doing it all, and the hit rate was about 80-90% of it working out for me, right? So it's like if I'd listened to my family, my friends, and everyone telling me don't do this, don't take these risks, I never would have got anything. I never would have got anywhere. I never would have been able to progress anything. So it's not until I took that leap that and trusted myself. Groundhog Day, could be, Christine. Could be. I just stream a lot, Christine. I try and chat with everyone. I've got like sort of different audiences, right from 8 a.m. New Zealand time right up until 8 p.m. New Zealand time. So there's like a 12-hour window where I stream different stuff and it moves around, and yeah. But yeah, I think you can live. Maybe you mean that you can live in Groundhog Day, and that's it. It's like there's a lot of people doing that. And they're like, oh, I'm getting work experience. I'm going to progress. I'm going to this. I'm going to that. It's like, are you? Or are you just stuck in a job that you just dislike and it's not taking you anywhere? Like, you can do anything else. Exactly. Once you have responsibilities, kids, all that, definitely, yeah. Then you're locked in, right? But if you're not at that point yet, you've got a lot more freedom than you think, right? People are so focused these days on, like, they're single, they're in their 20s, 30s, and they're like, oh, I just work my job, I come home and I'm tired and there's nothing going on. It's like, well, why would you live that way if you hate it? Why not change it, right? Like, yeah, once you got responsibilities, kids, you settle down and all that, Yeah, you do have to have stable income. You do have to be able to provide, right? So, yeah. So, yep. And yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in a situation I rock with just all the cars and stuff. Like, my car's become a responsibility prison. Like, when I had to shut down the workshop because I couldn't pay the lease for the buildings as the economy collapsed, I had 18 cars with nowhere to put them. That was a problem, but we resolved it. We resolved it with a couple of grand. I resolved it, so it's all right. But yes, I'm clawing my way back for 3 years now. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Things are good. No, it's. I've clawed my way back. I've given up the alcohol. I've made a lot of progress, and I was hoping to get back on the race bike for some track days this year, but I think I'll wait till next year. I'll just get things a bit more settled in life, get some savings behind me and stuff, right, and make sure that I'm in a good position and I can actually afford that leisure activity. Just be careful. Praying to become a grandfather. That's fantastic, mate. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely. We've considered the kids thing, but it's a bit like, what world? I wonder what world I'd be bringing kids into. Say if I had kids in 5 years, what does the world look like when they're 60, 70 years old? What kind of freedoms they have? What kind of are there many jobs around? I do wonder. About that. Hey, oi, go on your own bed. Don't do that on my bed. Zicky. Just having a bit of milk. Seems to be my go-to thing. What else is going on, good people? We got 9 people here. Speak if you wish. Speak if you wish to. I don't think a $20 donation to shave my head and beard is sufficient, to be honest. I said 100. I reckon 100's fair. 100 is a good going rate. Make me get rid of my beautiful locks. Everyone likes the beard. Everyone's telling me to grow out the beard. It would upset a lot of my fans. I'd lose a lot of subscribers if I shaved my head and beard for $20. Could happen. We're nearly at 1,100 subs. What are we at? 1,096. There you go. 4 more subs and we'll hit 1,100. So if anybody wants to contribute to that, if you enjoy hanging out here at all, enjoy the chat, enjoy the content. That's it, Bean. That's it, man. Gratitude goes so far in leveling the mind out, right? Of being grateful for the position you have, like being grateful that by pure chance you were born where you were born and the family you're born. You weren't born in a mud hut in Africa. You didn't starve your whole life, then die of malaria when you were 9 or something, right? Like, you're here. You got a phone, you got the internet, you got power, obviously, and whatever, right? So things aren't so bad, right? And when you start to think that way, rather than looking at the top tier of the world who has mansions and these rich guys all driving around and you go, oh man, like, it's not fair. When you actually look at where you are, like there's like 2 billion people in the world, or 3 billion people don't have the internet. They don't have a smartphone. They live in a hut somewhere, man. They're not in they're something to think about, rather than looking up to like the whole facade of materialism of like Instagram and that. Look at what your situation could have been. Have you seen how happy those people are? Have you seen how happy those people are in some of those countries? Like, you look at a lot of parts of Asia, like people in Thailand and whatever. Like they ain't got bugger all money. They're living in houses, like a lot of shanty type stuff on the islands. And they're out racing old dirt bikes and stuff, down the street, and they're strapping engines on bloody little canoe boats and all kinds of crazy stuff. People find all kinds of things to do. We don't want kids for many reasons. Yeah, so chef, I do start to wonder. Yeah. Would you live underground? Absolutely, mate. Underground living is a very good strategy. It's self-regulating temperature of the you put a house underground, or you build it in a cave or something. One of the most incredible houses I've seen was a property somewhere in America, and there was a cave up the back of the property, and it was just massive rock, and they excavated out under it and built the built the house and underneath, and it was just all a giant cave. But it was a beautiful modern home with a full glass front. And yeah, it was basically, you start to get into the territory of houses that are like earth ships, right? Like an earth ship, you do the whole back wall and like ties into a hill and stuff, right? Um, this means, yeah, heating and cooling it, right? So yeah, underground is, stable temperature and stuff like that. Well, why, yeah, you're away from the weather, you've got a stable temperature, yeah, makes sense. It would make far more sense for humans to build things underground. It's just the labour required to do so. Obviously, it's not very viable to bring in a digger and dig a giant hole for every house. Like with the whole concept of the boring company that Elon Musk was doing with the tunnels that they were driving the Teslas through. They did a test tunnel. The whole idea of the tunnels was, if you want, you can go 20 tunnels deep underground. It doesn't have to be a tunnel goes from here. You can stack. You can go like you can do a skyscraper up into the sky. You can do that underground with tunnels. It's just a lot of boring. It's a lot of machinery work to do it. My home is ready. Not quite. It's getting close. Getting close. Home's where the heart is, mate. I'm in the caravan. The heart's here with me, mate. So it's a roof. It's got a light. Just passengers of time. That's it, man. And that's why the time is what's of value. All billionaires will live underground. He built that stuff for them to use, not us plebs. That's all right. That's all right. Yep. This is the caravan I'm staying in until the cabin's built, mate. If you dial back in the stream, you'll see some progress, bro. If you tap the screen, go back to like halfway or something. I've just putting cladding on the stream. Pretty much got the front wall done, the top part of it. Obviously, there's always little bits and pieces, but, getting the boards on like I've just been doing is pretty flowy and easy. It's just ding, 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 It's going to be a lot of mucking around door jams and stuff. It's going to take months, man, of bits and pieces of work, especially to fit out the inside. I've got building a loft in there with a day bed, and there's internal walls, a walk-in wardrobe for Susie, and like a mirror with lights around and that for her to get ready and whatever, right? All that kind of thing. YouTube won't allow scroll back. It showed on a live stream. If you tap up here, and it'll bring a red bar in at the bottom. Once you tap up here, it'll bring a red bar in, and you can just drag it back, mate. You never answered, can air conditioning work in such a wooden house? Yeah, I did. I answered last time. I said air conditioning can work in any house. It's air conditioning, bro. Just like a car. I don't understand the question. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's wood inside. It doesn't matter if it's wood inside or whatever. It's still a sealed up building. I don't know where you're going with that, mate. Don't think my messages are showing right. I'm off. Sorry, Baz. I might have missed something there. You live alone? No, I live here with my partner, mate. Did I miss something else from you, Baz? Oh, sorry, Baz. I missed a long one from you, bud. I think in life, sometimes you feel you're being dictated, like you're not doing what you want to do, kids, work, this, that. Yeah. As we get older, Baz, we take on, sorry, I missed your message, bro. As we get older, we take on more and more responsibilities, and that's where you start to lose the freedom, right? And you have to stay locked in your job to provide for your kids and wife and all that, right? Do you ever sleep? You're an active guy. Yeah, I sleep. It's about 6:30 at night now, so I usually sleep about 11 p.m. or midnight. So another few hours. So that's why to most of America and stuff, it looks like I never sleep and all over Amazon line. So no, I do sleep. Yeah, New Zealand time about another 4 or 5 hours. I'll go to sleep for 7, 8 hours, and yeah, then I'll be back on. Then I basically stream once I wake up. Lots of typing. Have a great week. All right, Bear. So yeah, I'm sorry. I do like to say sorry, bro, because I do try and catch everyone. You did write a longer message there. I'm sorry. I'm sort of half daydreaming. I think you do. What makes you happy? Cool. Yep. Hey, Jake. Good to see you, bro. 4:30 in New South Wales. Yep. Yeah. Just coming up 6:30 p.m. Here in little old New Zealand. Where's the dog? There's one dog. There's a dog. See. Dog. One dog. The other one's he's asleep down there. Yep, Australia seems to have several time zones. That's it. Same as America, man. Big wide. If it's a really wide land mass, it's got a lot of time zones, man. Yeah, you'd be surprised how big Australia is, man. If you go look up a picture, go look at how big Australia is compared to America, and you'll start to see the how big Australia really is. It's just most of it's uninhabitable, and the rest of it's inhabited by Australians. Sorry, have to get the odd jab in the New Zealand Australian rivalry. It's like a brotherly love thing. Boston, till 27 a.m. here in Boston. I gotta say, Bean, I could never visit Boston because I'd just constantly be walking around. People would like half bump my, like stand in front of me. I'd be like, I'm walking here. I'd be on the phone, somebody walks past me, no, I'm talking here. I'd probably get my head kicked in 5 minutes in Boston, being a smart ass. I wouldn't actually, but no. So that's what I think of when I think of Boston. I start to think of what's the freaking movie? Good Will Hunting. I'm sorry. Not everyone's from Southie. My bad. Not everyone's from Southie. I'm sorry. Could not sleep. Yeah, that'll happen, man. Can New Zealand and Australia ever go on a war, or were they always friendly and nice? No, we're allies, man. So we've always worked together. Same as America, right? And Britain and stuff. We're all allies with each other. So yeah, we all. As far as no, there was never any like war between New Zealand and Australia or anything. Who's that? Old I don't know what you mean there, J Biggs. Massive. Any brother, take care. I got work, not looking forward to it. Oh, that's all right, Baz. Hey, if you got to be at work anyway, mate, yeah, you might as well sort of, do it with a smiling face, or turn to a positive thing, right? If you got to be there for your shift anyway, you might as well come up with a positive mindset rather than negative. There's no, if you got to be there anyway doing it, you might as well come at it with a smile. I don't follow. Oh, Anzac this weekend, is it? Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it might be actually. I think somebody did mention that to me. Oh man, I almost never leave the house, bro. I'll go out on the bike and stuff, but I mostly operate from home, right? Like I work from home. I'm building, yeah. So it's not like I get out in the world and talk to people, and I don't really read the news and stuff. So yeah, somebody mentioned to me the other day, oh, it's Anzac weekend coming up. I was like, oh, okay. Usually I don't know what days. Woke up to get a snack, yeah, mate. That's New York, brother. The walking here thing. Is that New York, is it? Okay. New York. Hey, come on now, we're smart. At least we don't try inhabit the uninhabitable parts. Yeah, true, Christine. Yeah. We're yeah. The places New Zealanders build are pretty stupid. It's a really interesting thing I've thought about. You've got to understand that like cities were often put in places when we didn't know. Like a lot of cities were put in places that are horrible places to build a city or whatever, right? But it was just, oh, we'll have a port here. This is water access. So it's got what we need here. So they put the infrastructure in. Then they find out, it's built all over volcanoes or whatever. Yeah. Whereas these days, you wouldn't build a lot of cities where you do. It's like sea levels rising and this and that and whatever. Which I don't necessarily believe in the whole global warming thing, but I do understand the planet heats and cools, hence it has ice ages and big volcanic eruptions block out the sun and cool things off, and all kinds of things happen, right? So that's where sea levels and things can change, and it's like, well, stop buying like beachfront property. Like that's where the valuable property is the beachfront with the view. It's like, no, I'm good. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, you look at all these rich multi-millionaires and they're like, oh, well, the land's eroding along the beach every time there's a storm. We might lose our house. It's like, well, why'd you build your house 10 meters to bloody, 30 feet from the fucking ocean? It doesn't seem like the best idea. I'm just saying. Common sense isn't so common anymore, I suppose. Because that's the thing now. Is like insurance companies will write you off. Like if one house in your area, if you're on a beachfront multi-millionaire, if one house gets taken out by land erosion, they nullify all the insurance policies and go, oh, we can't cover you next year. And now you've got a $3 or $4 million house that no insurance company will cover. And it's like, and now you're going to try and sell that, and you're fucked. So, not the best idea, But a common sense typically prevails, right? Like, try and if you ever buy land or something, get it on some high ground and try. I mean, that's really the biggest threat generally to a home or something, right? It's going to be a natural disaster. So I probably might have missed some more stuff here while I'm ranting on. Insect Day is Monday. Thank you very much. Happy we raid you. You are a nice guy. Thank you very much, Amy. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate the raid. It's been awesome, guys. It's been an awesome week. It's been fantastic. Time for me to go walk the dog again. Yep, get it done, Christine. Yep, happy days. Then, as I told you, I started a new job recently, but it's in a hospital. I get to see now new life and life ending. That made me go back to the booze almost. Yeah, I mean, it's about perspective, bro. I mean, I'd be looking at that in a way of appreciation, bro. Like it's something we've got to face, right? We all leave this earth, man, eventually, right? And I think in the hospital you'll see a lot of people losing their life before their time. You know, really, right? Like they get cancer or something, and yeah. So I think it'll give you a better appreciation of how you use your time if you look at it. You know, it's all there's so many things that are negative and horrible, and if you just reframe them into, okay, well, where is some kind of positive in this? Where is some kind of something I can learn from it? Is how I generally find the positive. It's like, well, what could I learn from this? How can seeing this that's upsetting me? How could this benefit my life? How can I make this not something that's just upsetting me, right? So it's just a slight mental reframe of where is the value in it. As horrible as it is working in a hospital and seeing that kind of thing, it's like, well, it's going to be you someday too. It's going to be all of us, right? It's not a pleasant thought, but this is where we avoid it. We avoid the people waste their lives and go and piss away life. You've got to understand, like, life is short, right? And it helps to have a bit of urgency and be like, man, I'm going to die. Like, we're all going to die. If you're here now, most of us, we got 20, 30 years left. Some of us here might only have a week left. I don't know. You never know, right? And that's why it's like you don't want to be wasting your life. As I say, you don't want to be wasting your life arguing with people on Facebook about politics and shit, like, in hours and hours. You see these hundreds and hundreds of comment threads of people just at each other, and I'm just like, okay, man. I used to get involved in some pointless conversations like that occasionally, and it was just like, and then you get notifications coming and stuff, and it's all just a total waste of time, right? And it just fills up your head with bullshit for no reason. So I try to avoid that. Yeah, you have a great night too, Amy. Thank you for coming by. I do appreciate it. Time is ticking away, yeah, all the time, man. All the time. And that's like, I highly value my time, and I put my time, that's why I put some of my time here, is I want to try and help people, help people with that and understand it. You live it anyway. You're going through life, right? You might as well make the most of it. What do you've only got one, you only live once. You're not around for that long. Life ticks by quicker. So what do you want to do before you leave? What's worth it to you? Do that. Do that. Yo, hey Nakai, how are you? Yeah, going all right, Nakai. We're just chilling. It's the end of a cabin stream again, so we're just hanging out, having a chat, having a yarn, mate. We're nearly at 1,100 subs, I think. I think it was like 1196 or something, 1096 or something like that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy, mate. I'm pretty happy. The channel's growing a bit. It's been, honestly, I'll just cover it real quick. Like, usually the channel gets like 20 to 30 subs a day, and apart from the raid, for the last, every day since the raid, it's been like 2 subs a day, 3, maybe, sometimes 4. That's what it is, right? It's just YouTube. My views are way lower. Like, my views are usually like 1,700 and stuff. And now they're like my views would usually be like 600 to 1,700, and lately it's like 200 to 400. It's just YouTube's just not, just how it goes, right? Whatever. But yeah. But we're gradually building an audience, and it's I like it though. Like, I kind of like the slow growth. I'm just chatting with you guys and stuff. I'm glad it's not 500 people in here going a million miles an hour, so we can't talk. Drinking a Macca's drink, nice, mate, nice. Had a good day, mate. You went to TAFE and that. What have we got going on here? My last stream I did, the cabin build at Cladding earlier today, got 74 likes on that. Thank you, guys. I didn't notice that. 74 likes on that stream earlier. Do I remember you, Pro? Of course I remember you, mate. You were blooming here 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago. I'm not like, man, like, I'm not that slow. Come on, give me a little credit, mate. Give me a little credit here. I try and I'm just over 1,000 subs, so I'm pretty good at remembering people now, right? Pretty good. Yeah, my lucrative. Here, you want to see my lucrative YouTube career? Here we go. We've added I added to the channel. I've added it's in the channel description. I've added buy me a coffee. So thank you to our donators. There we go. $9 to the cause. We're $9. Thank you very much. We got Shaun of the Bread donated and Unknown. They gave a couple of donos there. So there we go. And $9 New Zealand dollars. They take a small fee off. They take like 20% or something. So $5 becomes $4 or something like that. That's all right. Yeah, we're all set up on that. There you go. So if you want to support the mission, that's that. We're $9 up. That'll hey, it's a $9 is a pack of nails for the cabin. It helps. It all helps. Yeah. As I say, I'm not trying to get rich off YouTube, but yeah, I want to get a tablet for editing and stuff on, and a PC for editing, and I need a drone for filming the long form content and like the overlanding and stuff. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to gather up for the channel to do what I want to do here, you know. Do I drink Victoria Bitters? Nah, mate, I don't drink anymore really. Yeah, I had problems with alcohol up until about 2.5 years ago, so I gave up alcohol for 2 years. I will have a drink occasionally, but I'll have like a cider or something, just like one cider while we get a meal or something. But I cap it at that, or else I can't. Yeah, I have issues, mate. I have issues with alcohol. Hello from Idaho, Goat Raider. Oh, great to see you, Brenda. Thank you for coming back. I do appreciate it. I do love it, guys. Thank you for everything. Yeah, well, that was crazy, man. I went up 300 subs in about 5 minutes. So yeah, do love it. We're just having a bit of a chat this evening. I was about to say I'll make a coffee, but if I make a coffee, I'll be up be looking like an owl at 3 in the morning. Yeah. I was never too much of a beer drinker, to be honest. I was always like my whiskey and stuff more. What should I do here? I probably need to make some dinner for my beloved. Should we do a cooking stream? Sometimes I've actually done where I cook dinner on here streams, but I'll just chat. I'm just gonna start making some to eat. Susie, guys, and me. Got some steak there. Is that? I'm sure it's the steak she did yesterday. I hope so. Let's have a look. Must be. I guess I'll find out in a second. This is the steak we did last night, I hope. Yeah. Well, the sausages have probably been in the fridge a wee bit long, so I can do some sausage. Let's do some sausage. Sausage and steak. To be able to keep up the chat, obviously, I'll just give me a moment here. I did buy tins of tomato stuff, but I don't know where they've gone. Pasta sauce. Is that the ones I bought? The other day must be. It's a pasta sauce. So there we go. Put some pasta sauce, some sausages, and something. Make up something creative. Cooking stream for the win. You just woke up for a minute. You're going back to bed. 12:40 AM here. Oh, good, Brenda. Much appreciated for stopping by. Boston. All right, yeah, I'll head over. Yeah, I assume you're talking to Beantown because I can't exactly just pop over to Boston there, mate. So I'm gonna hazard a guess that you're talking to Beantown. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut up some sausages and stuff, and yeah. I don't even know what pasta to put with that. Do we still have do we have a curry sausages packet? We do. Oh, I might just do curry sausages. Usually I do pasta with it, but there's so much when I make the curry sausages, I'm pretty much just going to do, I don't know. Slice up sausages, fry in butter, don't worry about the rest after. Up to, yeah, just making dinner, having a chat with everyone, and yeah, just catch up with everybody about whatever. don't like them sausages. They start to feel a little bit sticky, but I mean, we only bought them like 2 days ago. That should be perfectly fine. No, we're good. Okay. It's not like it's made out of actual food anyway. I only got them with the groceries, so. I was thinking though they do need cooking up. Yeah, well, we need some butter. But yeah, we're just having a chat, make some dinner, and just shoot the shit about whatever. Like, we keep it positive, we don't do politics and stuff. Right? It's just we're just hanging out. If anybody needs any help with depression, mental health, ADHD, all of that, the floor is always open for those conversations, right? Anybody struggling with addiction, anything like that, right? Or, you know, you just don't know what you want to do with your life for a job or whatever, I don't know. Whatever you need, guys. That's what I'm usually here for, is just to help people with depression and stuff like that. That's whatever. You get off my bed now, I'm trying to cook. Get off the way. Your bed. Come on, dog. Your bed now. No, get out of my kitchen. You shit. Close to the ocean? Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yep, close enough. Get there pretty, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. A lot quicker on the bike. You guys are chatting about Boston pizza or something. Alright. What else people got going on? Somebody talk to me about something. Somebody ask me a question. Ask me like a deep philosophical question or something. Like, what is the meaning of life? Somebody ask me something. Come on, guys. Let your fingers do the walking. Get creative. There's nothing like weird or, you know, inappropriate for YouTube, obviously, but we generally have an audience that I think I'm just going to fry up all these sausages, and even if I don't put noodles on it, it's just like every time we put noodles on them, we end up eating only like half of it. I don't like wasting it, so I'll just cook the whole bag, and we'll just have sausages and pasta sauce or something. Throw some garlic. Oh, I'll throw some garlic in there. Sausages, pasta sauce, garlic, whatever. Might put an onion in there if I can be bothered. Doesn't really matter, does it? Do I like pizza? Yeah, I definitely like a good pizza, mate. It's just try and keep carbs pretty low these days, so not often. Just came back from Woody's Pizza. Because you guys, see, in New Zealand, a pizza is like, you know, pizza's like this, but you know, pizza's that big, I don't know, right? And for you guys, a pizza is like the realest freaking. Some places, right? It's like, you know, I want a slice of pizza. It's like fucking like. That's why Americans get so fat. You eat a big pizza, make you a fat boy. Really? What area am I in? Northland, mate, New Zealand. I don't know. Maybe are you answering them? I don't know. I don't know, mate. On your bed, dog. No, get out of my kitchen. I'm cooking. Go away. Your brother knows. Nah, your brother knows to stay out, and you should as well by now. You've been living here 3 years, dog. You should know. Well, you do know. You're just not listening. Beer and wine. You know what? You know what? Oh, there you go, you can see me. I'm just cutting out a sausage. Sausage. As Gordon Ramsay would say, it's a sausage. You know, I reckon I'm a catch of a man, eh? Sitting here making dinner for the missus. Building a house for her today. Did a workout this morning, hit the gym, got the muscles, worked on building a house for us. And now I'm being making dinner. I reckon she's doing alright, eh? I reckon I'm a bit of a catch, mate. Oh man, I love Chinese food, man. Honestly, I like a Singapore Singapore fried soft noodles. Singapore soft noodles. Or anything like crispy chicken. Heidi, get on your bed. That doesn't mean just keep your feet on the bed. She's literally got her back legs on the bed, fully stretched, right up to me. Like, I'm still on the bed. You're a cheeky shit, dog. Oh, there we go. Right, there's the last sausage. Last sausage done. Suppose I could put a bit of onion in there. Right? What do you reckon, chat? A bit of onion? Every time I cook onion in here, I'll start crying. It just makes me so emotional. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. We're talking about like pizza places in Boston or something, are we? Alright. Okay. I'll just like witness the conversation, alright, chat? Anybody else want to talk about something? These two are just talking about like pizza in Boston. Boston. Are you like the food critic from Ratatouille? Is someone cutting onions in here? Oh wait, I am. Stay on your bed, dog. You're so naughty. You're so cheeky. You're so cheeky. Boston. Yep. Have you guys seen that chick? She sounds like Fran Drescher. She goes on live and she's like, "Oh my God, Mr. Sheffield." Sounds like or Janice from Friends, whatever. Fran Drescher, you know, she like does Fran Drescher. Got like black hair and stuff. She's on live. I've seen her a couple of times scrolling through. Had a giggle at that. Look at me go. Look at me being a good house husband. Hey? Good house husband duties, mate. So, you know, it's just how it is, right? She works late. It's like I can't get, you know, I like a good trad wife, mate, but, you know, she helps, you know, she usually keeps on top of the dishes and stuff like that, right? Well, I build shit, but, like, you know, when she's working, I'm not going to be like, no, cook yourself something, love. Unless it's steak or something, then I'll wait till she gets in the door, right? Don't eat that onion, dog. I'll be an idiot. Oh, there we go, bit of onion in there. You always want to cook through garlic while you're cooking, right? Because it's so strong. You never add garlic at the end of a meal, at the end of prep, right? So you always add that in the cooking stage and make sure it actually cooks into it. Just FYI with garlic. Oh man, that onion's gonna get me. It gets me every time. Oh, I can't vent this place out. Help. Help. There we go. There's some good bit of garlic in there. Heidi, get out of here. Get out of here. Mangy mutt, get out of here. Get out of here. Dog. Oh, I need to turn that down a bit now. Oh. Yeah, fry off the onions a bit, fry off the sausages, and then throw the sauce in. Oh, my eyes! My eyes! I always love that in SpongeBob. My eyes! Like the smoking eye sockets in SpongeBob is always funny. You love curry? Alright, mate. Yeah, we're doing mild curry sausages this evening, technically, but not really. I don't even know if I bother using that when I'm using pasta sauce. I think it's just going to dissolve it out of it and just take it out of it. Put a little bit of water in there. Send it out a wee bit. You know, this is like just easy, lazy cooking. You know, you cut up some sausages and onion, you stir some shit around, and you know, you got a quick meal. That's alright. More water. Yeah, I'm not really going to add pasta to it, or else we just won't end up eating all of it. So, could add like a little bit, but again, I just don't think it really needs it. Oh yeah, who doesn't love a good curry, mate? Who doesn't love a good curry, mate? I shall rinse it out. A little bit of milk in there. Oh, I don't really want milk in it yet. A little bit of water in the cup there. Or not waste any of it. Alright, pop it there. Out of the way, dog. Oi. Go on your bed, puppy. Your brother has stayed on his bed. Look at your brother. You notice how he's staying on his bed the entire time and he's staying out of the kitchen? You know how I taught you like a million times over? Stay out of the kitchen, Heidi. Do you know what that means? It means stay out of the kitchen. You're a funny one, dog. You know that? You're a funny one. Right. Left. I've got that steak here, so I suppose I'll just lock that up, throw that in the mix. Bit of a cool thing to do to a piece of Scotch fillet and put it in a sausage curry, but this is what it is, man. And Colombian food, not that no, I've certainly never had what I would call, I've never seen a restaurant or gone onto one that's Colombian food, but I imagine there's some dishes, some places. Again, as I say, man, I don't really go out to, I don't really go out for takeaways and stuff. You know, I used to get a lot of Chinese takeaway and stuff, and you know, I'll get a butter chicken now and again and whatever, but you know, tight economy, man. Gotta make some cuts somewhere. There we go. I've got some steak in there, some saucies, some onion, bit of garlic, pasta sauce, and a curry powder thing. I'll put some salt and pepper in it. Might stir through some cheese at the end of it. That could be, might stir through some cheese to kind of thicken it all up a bit. Did anybody else have that? Mum or whatever, would make around home, just whatever was laying around went in the crock pot. That's a very Kiwi thing, whatever's laying around goes into a stew or whatever, and use it all up before grocery day. Oh, here we go. Latino food. Sure, brother, what's for dinner? Well, tonight we're doing just curry sausages with some pasta sauce, man. Just curry sausages. Yeah, just some sausages sliced up, an onion, teaspoon of garlic, salt, pepper, and some leftover steak. So we'll throw that in there. Give it sort of some away. Probably put it on like, keep it boiling. Put it like 100, 105, something like that. Here we go. But I mean, I do everything literally off an electric frying pan. So, Heidi, get on your bed. Get out of my kitchen, dog. I know. There's not much distinction between the kitchen and your bed and my bed, but there is. There is a kitchen in between us. Does any? Must be. I mean, it's a New Zealand thing, but does anybody remember the old Sky ad? Where it was a tour of the flat. And we've rewired the whole place with mood lighting. Where's the torch? On the floor. An easy flow from the kitchen through the lounge. No, only New Zealanders will get that, so it's a... There you go. Right, that's the damn Coca-Cola gone. Poison around. What do you want now, dog? Help me help you. Come up here. Come here. You come. Lie down. Come here. Here, dumbass. Here, lie down. Thank you, puppy. Yeah, right. Yeah, just you know how it is, man. Throw it in the pot and food. Throw it in the pot and then this food comes out. And it's like, aha, yes, food. I eat food. No, just making sure the missus has something to come home to, right? She's working late, so, you know. House husband roles, man. You know, I'm a house husband, you know, at this point, right? She's out at work, I'm at home all day building the house and spending time with the dogs, and yeah, technically I'm the house husband home with the children, so there you go, I'm a housewife, husband, something. Get on your bed then, dog, stop pissing around and sniffing my blooming floor. You, go lie down. Don't make me, yeah, well, I asked nicely, everybody has heard me ask nicely like 15 times. Stay there. Oh, man. Oh. Alright. But as I said, guys, keep the conversation going, but it's not like I'm, like, you know, not like I've got anything else going on. Or, like, all I'm going to do is, if I'm off stream, is go and watch a mate's stream or go and watch a movie or something. You know, I'm not going to be getting any work done at this point, so, yeah, just talk about whatever's going on. Yeah, they're right. Yeah, like, you know, I told her to lay on the bed, right? I'm not causing you trouble. Look at this shit. This is what I'm dealing with. This is what it's like living with a German Shepherd. You want to know? You want to know? Why is it the camera going so dark? Why does it do that? This new phone does that. It keeps going real dark on top. She's actually got her head on the corner of the table, staring at me. Hi. Can you stay there? Just not be so stalky and weird. There's my gaming TV and my PlayStation 2. My gaming CRT, mate. Ooh, mate. Yeah, this is what it's like owning a German Shepherd. I hope, you know, I think my channel lives are a really great example of what it's like living with a German Shepherd female. And where's the other doggy? He's on the other bed over on the other side, but I can hear him snoring. He's out cold. I think he's still over there. I'm pretty sure he is. Unless I let him out. No, he's on his bed. He's snoring, curled up in a little ball. So he gets quite cold in winter with his short coat. Heidi, no. He gets he's a pit bull cattle dog mix. You know, his fur's only like that long. So we start to get into these colder nights, and he's just curled up in a ball. Heidi, no. You're not a tablecloth. You know, you do realise you're not a tablecloth, right? You're not a tablecloth. You're not a tablecloth. So if you never want to be alone and not be whined at ever again, you know, if you want to be never alone and whined at every 30 seconds, get a German Shepherd. Do not recommend. I love it a bit, mate. I'm just saying they're a lot of work, right? It's like people see a husky, right? Like huskies get rehomed a lot and given up after a year because Heidi, get on your bed. Steve. You know, huskies get rehomed a lot and end up in shelters because people see them and go, oh my god, so cute, and they watch a YouTube short where it's going, oh, being cute, and it's rolling on the ground going, oh, throwing a tantrum, until you actually have to own that dog and live with it. It's really cute on the internet until you actually have to have it in your home, until you're trying to walk your dog and the thing's on the ground throwing a tantrum going at you. You're like, I don't want a dog that's going to argue with me. Crystal, how are you, mate? How are you? Yeah, I recognise the picture. You were here a day or two ago, right? Did you come in with the raid the other day, or did you just stumble upon my channel? Let me know. And if you're wondering what's going on, we're just kicking it. We're just having a chat about whatever. That's whatever people want to talk about, as long as it's positive. Yeah, that's why I quite like these streams, right? I'm good, thank you. Yeah, exactly. That's what we do. We just catch up with everybody, and if anybody's got anything going on, they need advice or help with, I'm available to talk and that, right? So I'm just making dinner and yeah. Some of my streams are more focused, you know. It just depends what I'm doing, man. depends what's going on. What am I even looking for at this point? What was I doing? Oh no, I don't have any smokes left. Oh no, that's good. I could ask Susie to pick me up some smokes on the way home, but no, we'll wait. I'll leave a few. I'll wait a few days. No, wasn't you? No, yeah. Well, I got raided by a channel and went up like 300 subs in a day. So I wonder if you'd come from there. You passed by. That's good, mate. What's been going on? Batman here as well. Congrats on the 1K subs. Thank you very much, bro. Much appreciated, man. I did 1,000 push-ups to celebrate that. So I've started making the lives public now, guys. So like all the lives I've been doing lately. So there's like the push-ups in the Hurricane one. There's the 1,000 push-ups I did when I had 1,000 subs like 3 days ago. And then I've been doing some push-ups each day since. And yeah, as always, the content is just about building your life bit by bit and trying to inspire people, you know. So I've been putting up all the ones building the cabin and stuff. Yeah, all good, Crystal. Yeah, whatever the reason. Either way, you're here. You're here. We're all here. We're all hanging out. So yeah, we got some people from Boston talking about pizza and stuff. That's been the dominant topic this evening. And the AI summary would say the conversation has been dominated by talking about pizza places in Boston. So there we go. But as always, yeah, it is more of a self-help channel and just like trying to help people find their way through depression, ADHD, all that kind of stuff. But we just shoot the shit. We sometimes talk at night. Yeah, Massachusetts. Okay, awesome. You'll hit the like and sub. Awesome, fantastic, mate. Yeah, you might be sub 1,100 at that rate. Because I know it goes up and down a few a day, right? It just as YouTube balances it out, and if people don't come back again, then their sub doesn't count to your sub count. They swipe them off and all that kind of thing. So let's have a look, see, mate. I wonder where we're at. It was last I checked, it was 1,096, 1,097. There we go. 3 more subs. We'll hit 1,100. It's been a bit slow going the last few days, but that's all right. You're part of the raid, Jane from Michigan. Thank you, Jane. Thank you for coming by again. Yeah, we've had a lot of people from the raids have kept coming in, and yeah, like hundreds of you keep coming in and saying hi and liking each day. And I'm working on the cabin, and some of you stay to watch me building my cabin and stuff like that. So it's fantastic. And that's the thing. It's like since the raid, I'm glad you guys found me because I watched the channel. I'm just sitting there watching the goats at night and just chilling and stuff like that. So yeah, it's all worked out great. The raid was a good thing. It was definitely an amazing thing. I loved. Yeah, the raid was fantastic. Changed everything up for me, right? So it's great having you guys pop in each day. A lot of you pop in and just like, oh hey, keep on going and stuff, and catch up and see how you are, and also yeah, in the chats on the family farm and what is it? The goat. What is it? Is it Goat Master? I watch it every day. The Goat Father, sorry, the Goat Father channel. Yeah, I've been hanging out there and catching up with you all and stuff. Yeah, just good vibes, right? Good vibes. Good vibes. We like good vibes. Boston. Franklin. So where are you from? I'm from New Zealand. Yeah. It's a bit of a hard pick. But yeah, North Island of New Zealand. But it's a pretty, very weird accent for a lot of people. Oh well, some people love it, some hate it. Heidi, you need to stop whining. Yeah. Impressed with my determination. Thank you. Yeah, well, that's what it's all about. Is like coming from depression. It's like if I don't stay determined and driven and just force myself to keep moving forward, I'll just get depressed and lay in bed. Like I'll just end up feeling guilty and useless and stuff. So that's like I don't hard grind because I need to be consistent though. Like so I will shut off when I need to, but like it's just I'm forcing myself to do stuff basically. To make sure I just bit by bit, piece by piece, build things up, right? And that's how I build my life with ADHD. Is I'm not good at sitting down with like if it's a task I really don't want to do, I'm no good at sitting there for like a few hours doing it. If it's something I'm really into, like a motorbike track, I'll bounce out of bed at 3 a.m, and you know I've got all the energy in the world, but there's a lot of stuff in life that it just doesn't really give me the fizz with ADHD. Heidi, stop whining. Be quiet. Don't be rude. You're the first person you've spoken to from New Zealand? That's fantastic. I like that. Heidi, stop! Stop whining at me. I am busy. Don't be rude. Shush. You'll be tended to soon, darling. She's laying on her bed whining at me. She's on heat, so she's got womanly yeah, men can't talk about it. She's got womanly pains and things, so she's whining a lot. Yeah. Heidi's going through a period in time at the moment. So, yes, we'll leave it at that. Hence the whining. Sorry for all the typos. Don't worry about it. We managed it out. The buttons are small. It's all right. I figure it out. It's all good. What was the hardest day in recovery, bro? When I hung out with my mates again, who I used to drink with, and they put a drink right in front of me. That was the problem, bro. That was the biggest issue. That was the biggest issue. Was my friends? I'd stay away from and said, "Hey guys, I'm giving up drinking. I'll hang out like I can't be around it at the moment." Yeah, the moment I came back round, they put a cold can right in front of me. I said, "Oh no, don't want one, bro." "Oh no, that's your." I literally called up. He's like, "Do you want a beer?" I'm like, "Nah, bro. I'm grabbing a beer. Do you want one?" "No, no, 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 no. You know, I'm giving it up." Right? "Oh yeah, cool, cool." And he knows I haven't hung out for weeks because of that. And this was the person I drank with the most. And then they came out with 2 cans and they put down a Dewey can right there, right on the side table next to me. And I was like, "No, bro." I said, "No." He's like, sort of insists on putting it down right next to me and goes, "Oh well, that's your choice, bro. It's there if you want it, right?" And he just sat down and just cracked the can and and just leaves this can in, and then he cracked it open and drank it, right? It was after that I had a couple of drinks that night after I'd been sober for weeks, and I ended the friendship and didn't drink for another like 18 months plus after that. I don't know, 2 years total. I didn't drink at all. So yeah. Talk to my fair share of Kiwis. You guys are mad cool. Well, you're mad cool as well if you appreciate the Kiwiness, right? Yeah, yeah. But that's it's wrong, but it's a great life lesson. I mean, I wouldn't be able to teach other people about that kind of thing to be wary of it if it hadn't happened to me. So it's just an experience I can and other people can relate to. Like, but as Bean said, he relates to it, right? Because we've encountered that kind of thing. So this is the stuff we need to talk about, right? So people don't do that kind of thing to their friends and stuff. And that's the thing is if you try and improve your life, right? It's viewed in friendships and stuff as you think you're better than us, right? We're like, you drink with us all the time. Oh, you're going to be the one to give up alcohol, are you? Da, 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 da. Oh, you can't hang around because we're drinking, whatever. Um, you know. But that's just life and people, man. It's just the journey of life. You learn, we learn by failure. We learn by, trusting the wrong people or getting into situations and things, right? So it's all. That's the journey of life is learning all that stuff as quickly as possible, really. And yeah, sometimes you got to take risks and stuff. But yeah, that was just I had awareness at the time that that's what was going on. But yeah, I caved to it. So at least again, it's like I went back to drinking for that evening, whatever. But then it's like, okay, well, it's an instant reset. You have one slip. It doesn't mean that you go off sobriety and just start drinking every day. It means you had one slip and you do you repeat. So everybody makes fuck up, especially in like addiction recovery. Like people will try quit drinking for weeks or something, and then they'll have a couple of drinks, and then binge drink and wake up in a bad situation or whatever, and maybe that's the thing that breaks them through it or whatever. But it's just everybody's got their path, right? It's just fail fast and fail forward. The sooner you get back up, if something happens to you, things are going to shit, and you fail, you essentially fall down. The sooner you can get back up, dust yourself off, and keep going, those are the people who win. Who solves the most problems? Who fails the most? Who fails? Who fails then forward and just keeps clawing away at it? Who keeps just trying to do it? Right? Eventually, you have to, you know, you dig enough holes into the earth. Eventually, you'll find oil, I suppose, or something. Right? It's probably a better analogy in there somewhere. Look under enough rocks, you'll find crabs. I don't know. I'm sure there's a much better analogy than I have in my brain right now. So. At some point, the fun stops. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, it's, as I say, it's social lubricant, but like the main thing that got me to quit drinking was understanding that it's a poison. Um, like in the human body, it's literally like alcohol isn't a high, it isn't a drug, it's a poison. So that was the main thing that changed it for me. Yeah, Jane, I agree. Yeah, definitely. It's all anger, all frustration, anger, all of that comes from unmet expectations. So if you expect something's going to go well and it doesn't, or you expect somebody to treat you the way you would treat people, right? Things like that, right? If we have an expectation of a situation, if that is not met, we're going to be angry. So, um, yeah, just I'd say expect from yourself that you're going to fail, that you're learning something new, and like that's what I have to remember. Even like Susie reminds me of it all the time. Susie has to remind me of the things I say on here when I'm being a bitch about it. Excuse the language, but um, that I'm just like, oh man, like the cabinets, it's taking ages, and it's just like I'm making it so slow going. She's like, yeah, but bit by bit, it's coming together, and like she'll remind me to look back in my photo album a week or yesterday, and be like, oh yeah, it is progressing, right? I find that helps a lot with projects and stuff, is to take progress pictures as I go, and then when I'm like, oh man, it's not happening enough, it's not working out, it's like, well, then I look back to a picture of me with the post hole borer, putting in the holes for the house, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, I suppose I have got a bit done, right? Life swung first, but it's up to you to decide when the fight is over. Yeah, one thing I mean, I read this, I saw it recently somewhere on Instagram or something, but I mean, 20 years ago, I saw a thing, and it was, you've got to hate existence enough itself that you've got to hate the unfairness of suffering and existence and how shit life can be. You've got to absolutely hate life itself enough that you want to kick its ass. That's pretty much how you beat depression. It's a very accurate statement. It's a kind of weird statement, but it's very accurate. Hate existence itself and the fact that you're going to exist and suffer and go through all this and then die. Hate that is your reality that you have to live through so much that you go, right, well, fuck you, I've got limited time. Right, well, I'm gonna knuckle down and I'm gonna make the most of it. Right, that's how you win. That's something I keep in mind quite often. Again, personally, it works for me. You hate existence itself enough that you want to get vengeance on it, want to kick its ass and make the most of it and succeed anyway, right? So framing like that can help you through. Find what works for you on that. Every man is going to die, but until that day comes, we do our best. That's it, man. We only live once, man. Like, there's far more dead people on this planet than living ones. The cemetery's full of them. That's life. You're the one with the opportunity to live it now. Everybody else, every cemetery, every tombstone was a person. It's your turn to live. Theirs is over, right? Theirs is over. Someday it'll be you. It's a bit macabre, but at the same time, it makes you value your time, right? It's like when I talk about, be grateful you weren't born in Africa with like malaria and died of AIDS when you were 7 or something, but it's just by chance you were born when you were born, and then we're so ungrateful and squander the opportunities we have when we've got internet power, we've got everything, we've got the world in our hands, and what do we do with it? We waste it on pointless arguments and looking at things we can't control rather than using it to help enable our lives, right? Just a perspective. How's it going, Lynx? For you? Fantastic, mate. How about yourself? Lynx? Lynx is a Jane and that. Anybody from the Raiders? Lynx View Acres is a great one to sub to as well. He's got chickens in like a lifestyle block in South Canterbury in New Zealand. So he does quite short streams each day. They're usually only like maybe 20 or 30 minutes, and he goes around and checks on the cows and feeds the chickens and yeah, that kind of thing. So if you're into that, and he mucks around with some old Massey Ferguson tractors on like his channel videos, stuff like that, hay baling and stuff. So yeah, check out Lynx View Acres if you're into that kind of thing. You get to have the human experience. That is the meaning of life, man. We get to go on the journey. We get to have the experience, rather than complaining about it and worrying about the politics and then all the things beyond your control. Yeah, what are you got limited time? You're going on an experience, a journey. What do you want to do with it? How do you want to treat people? What experiences do you want to have? Enjoy the ride, man. Hey, as I always say, again, we're going to go a bit icky. Of the millions of sperm that shot out of your dad on the day you were conceived, you won. Of all the millions on that one day that your daddy went, pew, right? You were the fastest little fishy. You're the only one who gets to have that experience. Out of the millions of sperm that could have become you were the fastest little fishy. Remember that. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. You were the fastest sperm. So there you go. We've all won a race against millions, right? And you get to have the experience of life. So don't be so fucking sad. Pick up your upper lip. Pick up your upper lip, mate. And that was just that one load that made you, right? You were up against millions of other sperm on that one day. You didn't end up in a bloody sock under your dad's bed or something. for all the years of being a teenager, it's like, if you're the strongest swimmer on that day, not the one that went fucking wherever else. There you go, mate. Imagine being the sperm and you're like, yeah, look, well, I'm going to go find an egg, and all you find is turds. It's like, man. Sorry, I shouldn't go there. That's a bit far. I didn't say that. But yeah. Something to think about. Of the millions of sperm on the day that you were conceived, you were the one that won. You could have been any of millions of other people you could have become. You are you because you were that little sperm. You were that little specific DNA. There you go. Can we talk about pizza again? I don't know. It's a bit of a cheesy topic. This is when my humour gets really bad, like when I start to get just overtired. But anyway, that was a motivational topic about being the fastest little sperm. There you go. You get to be the one to have the experience of life, so don't bloody waste it. Don't be so fucking sad. Anyway, pizza. Yeah, we're talking about pizza. Apparently. I do enjoy this, right? Like, as I say, like, what else am I going to be doing? I'm going to be, like, doom scrolling or something. I'm going to be just watching some bullshit. So I'd rather talk with people and we can have a yarn, have a chat about whatever people have going on. But yeah, just something to bear in mind of how, rather than looking at all the rich people and all the things you don't have, how about looking at all the things you do have? So it changes your perspective. Or, imagine going to a starving kid in a village in Africa somewhere, and you're walking up to him telling him your problems. Oh, well, this was happening and I was late and this person held me up and and my sister's a bit mad at me or something. Like, imagine how ridiculous you'd feel having that conversation, telling them what your problems are. I'm just saying. It's an interesting thought experiment to sit there and actually just, as you're falling asleep at night, actually think about that. How silly you would sound even to yourself. If you saw yourself on video talking to some kid in a village that's like starving and dying, and you're like, the food prices are up, but I'm paying more for fuel or whatever. My landlord put the rent up by $10 a week. It's like, oh, really? You want them to pat you on the shoulder and be like, there, I'm so sorry you have these problems. You wasted your liver? That's no good. Oh, is that boring? I thought, suddenly wondering what the noise was. Yeah, well, don't waste it. Try and clean. Aren't there ways you can cleanse out a liver and that, can't you? I thought we were talking about pizza. How do we get onto livers? I'm livid. I should not be on the internet when my humour is like this. It's so bad. It's so cringe. This is how me and Susie just joke around each other. It's just these silly little lines and stuff in here. You're so right when you said the people I used to be with. When you said that the people I used to be with, first thing they offered me is a beer and a shot, and some that call me weak man for not doing. Yeah. Like exactly. You'll try quit drinking, and they'll reel you back in, and then bully you if you don't want to fit in. Yeah. For sure, man. That's why, like, as I said, you become like the 5 people you're around the most. Whoever you associate with, like I can be one of your 5 people, right? It doesn't need to be people you hang out with in person. It's whatever 5 human beings you spend the most time around, or even through this, right? Or you go watch Tony Robbins or something. If you're in, what kind of person are you going to become if all you do is sit at home and you watch Tony Robbins and you watch, David Goggins and stuff, and it's all motivational content, and you're absorbed in that. Because that's what I did to get out of my depression here. I was just absorbed and locked into all this content and fixing things, right? So that was a good influence around me. The influences around me were all online people telling me, don't drink, don't do this, don't do that, sort out this, progress this, and that's what structured my life to the point that I was actually ready to meet Susie and actually have a good relationship after how my last one went and how alcohol changed me and all that, right? So as we were talking about, right? Like you're just a little faster sperm going on the journey, mate. So enjoy the ride. Yeah, it's awkward now to be around that environment. Yeah, I hang around people drinking stuff now. It's just like, oh, never mind, I'm good. Yep, that is exactly it, my friend. I wonder if we had 1,100 subs yet. We were like 2 off. I'm curious. Usually I don't look midstream. Let's have a look. I'm curious. Have we done it? Have we done it? We were close. Close. Have we got some new friends? Last refresh, 1,097 subs. 1,097 subs. There you go. We've chatted for the last hour and I've got no new subscribers. Nobody loves me. Nobody wants to subscribe and come join me here, eh? Nobody wants to join us. Well, I thought we were cool people. I thought we had good, wholesome conversation. I hang out with goats and sheep only, so I become a sheep too. No, I said you become like the 5 people you are around most. So goats and sheep are obviously not people. Take the wool out of your ears. That was really good. Do you see how I full circled that? To take the wool out of your ears, go with your sheep joke. You like that? I like that. I thought that was really good, actually. I'm gonna own that. Carry it with me. And you'll marry a sheep as well. You must be Middle Eastern, Tim. Possibly. It's interesting. His name is Douchemel. Douchemel? Anyway, we don't lean into the trolls. No, I don't do that anymore. No. I'll be nice. It's a pleasure to have you here. Douchemel. You don't marry? Okay. Anyway, we will try to keep the conversation a bit tamer. We don't want to feed the trolls. I don't need it. I don't need an audience of trolls. I have some prunes, that's right. Oh, I have some Amazon Sunsweet prunes, mate. So I do mukbang streams where I sit here and eat. Don't pay the troll toll. Indeed. I'm just going to enjoy some prunes. Nice, mate. Don't eat too many of these in a day, you'll shit rainbows. It's nice, mate. It's real nice. I like it. All right, Lena, what happened? Tell us a story. Tell us a tale, mate. But are you doing content? You got have the trolls winding you up, eh? Yeah. I'm getting pretty good with them these days. It's so boring. It's just a waste of their time. Like that's usually we usually just convert them because it's like, man, why are you wasting your time trolling? Like, what does he actually want in life? And they're like, huh? That works about 50% of the time with trolls. You know that? About half the trolls that come in here. And they go, blah, 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 and they're just talking bullshit. And I'm like, why are you wasting your time trolling? Like, what is it you want in life, man? What are you avoiding? What is it you feel you can't pursue or can't get that you dream of in life that you're just giving up and you're wasting your time? And they're like, And then we end up having a good conversation usually. So, I don't know, it tends to work out. It's all about how you view it, how you handle it, right? No troll, but you live with animals. Well, all right, we'll take it as a good joke then. But no, I said the 5 people you hang around most. And Barbara doesn't count. You know, can anybody think of some good animal names? Like the best thing you can call a sheep is you name it Barbara. Barbara. You name a sheep Barbara. If you have, say, a pet pig, you can name him Sirloin. Sirloin is a good name for a pet pig. Yeah. Anybody else know some good animal names? I know. My mate knew a guy who called his Doberman Puss Puss. as if he was calling a cat, puss puss, right? But he named a big Doberman dog puss puss, so he'd call it in when people would show up. He'd go, yeah, puss puss. Giant Doberman comes around the corner when you're expecting a cat. So that's a good little fun one there. If you want to take that one, you're more than welcome. Name your dog Puss Puss. Like the spot I picked to record the stream. So I don't know. I have all kinds of different spots, man. This is the in the caravan spot. We have the outside spot, and we have the when I work on the cabin. We have the inside the cabin spot when I'm doing my gym streams, and we have the inside the garage spots when I'm working on cars and motorcycles. Call your dog dog. That also works. We're all lost souls to some extent, man. We're all finding our way, bro. It's all right. As I always say, man, just be kind to yourself. The best thing you can do is treat yourself with the kindness and compassion a friend would. If your friend came to you with the same problems you have, if the roles were reversed, if you went to one of your friends with your problems, a true friend, how are they going to respond to you? Are they going to tell you you're useless and worthless, all the negative things you say to yourself? No, they're going to tell you, they're going to frame it differently. They're going to look at it differently, right? They're going to try and help. So talk to yourself like that, like a friend you're trying to help. That's from Jordan Peterson. It's a really good, again, a really good mental reframe, a really good little thing to just keep in mind. And if you want things like this seeded into your brain and reinforced in over time so you don't forget them, drop us up. Keep coming back. How to define a good friend? Truthful. Don't trust anybody who lies to you. They're hard to find. They're very hard to find. But you're better off being without anybody if you're going to just be around liars and stuff, right? A good friend will support you in a crisis, but like you can't expect a good friend is just going to solve all your problems for you, right? Like if you've got problems that your car breaks down, can you come tow me? And if they go no, it's like, oh, you're not my friend, right? It's not even the people who are there for you at your lowest moments and stuff, because people get busy, right? People have their own lives. To me, a friend is the person who will just tell it to you straight. And like if you the way to tell a true friend is if you make a fuck up. If all your faker kind of people would be like, oh, that sucks, whatever. Your friend is the person going, dude, like I care about you, but you're fucking up. You're doing this wrong. Like you should know this by now. Like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing? It's like a friend is like you go and get back with your ex-girlfriend. Your mate's like, bro, like what the fuck are you doing? Listen, like those are the people you should be listening to, as much as you don't want to at the time and whatever. They know you and they've probably got your best interest in mind. Yeah, just a caravan, bud. Yeah, just a caravan. I'm building a house on here. If you look at my lives from earlier today, you'll see the cabin I'm building. There's another. If you go to the live tab on the channel, mate, I'm building a cabin and stuff at the moment. So yeah, it's just a caravan put on some land for now, and then from there, I've been building a garage, building a cabin and stuff like that, man. So yeah, this was a cabin build stream. Sometimes I do workouts and stuff. Sometimes I'm working on cars and stuff. Yeah, pretty much. Not quite the woods. It's some old farmland, right? It's out in the country and farmland. So yeah. Some land I've got some use of for a few years. I've got some use of some family land, fortunately, for a few years, but I will most likely have to move on from here eventually, unless I get in a position that I can obviously buy the property, right? So it's a possibility, but it's more likely I'll be moving on from this place in about, say, anywhere in the next 5-10 years. Who would know? Could be next year. I don't know. Roll with the punches, man. At some point, yeah, I've got to tear it all down pretty much. Probably leave the cabin here, to be honest. I'll take the garage with me, but the cabin's probably a bit. It's kind of to the point, disassembling it's a bit of an ordeal. Maybe I'll harvest it for materials, but then I'd have to really build something from scratch again. So who knows, man? Who knows? We'll see. No, I just bought some wood, man. Bought some used building materials, just cheap leftover stuff from the city. People sell it cheap, man. People sell it cheap. So about maybe $2,000 US dollars to buy up all the things, right? The floor was the most expensive part. The floor was like, by the time you do the post, the concrete,
bore the holes and actually put flooring boards on just to get a floor platform done. That is the most expensive part of the build, in my opinion. What's up, Hugh Jackman? I was going to do that. I saw a guy had done the Wolverine beard shave. It was like a meme going around. He'd shaved just the middle of his beard out here, so he looked like Wolverine, and he said it made him look really cool. I was going to do that when I've seen that before. I was thinking about that today. I probably will come on here when I do decide to shave my beard. I'll come on here for a day or two with just the middle shaved out until I then have to like go out to town. And I could just rock it, to be honest. What do you reckon? Should I Wolverine out the middle? Should I just leave it as like the big chops and I'll just take out just the middle here? What do you reckon? Could work. Somebody asked me to shave my head. They're like, would you shave your head and beard down to like, I'm like, oh yeah, I could do it down to like a number one, mate. Yeah, I've got the clippers here. I'd do it. And then he goes, oh, what, I'll do it then. I said, oh, $100, Donation link is in the channel description, mate. And he goes, oh, I'll give you $20. I was like, come on, mate. You gotta pump it up. Those are rookie numbers on this racket, right? $20 doesn't quite cover it, right? If you want me to turn my channel to shaving my head and shaving my beard off for money, it's got to be a bit more than $20. I think that's pretty reasonable. You know, you know, special requests. I've seen people get given hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I've watched a stream where a chick was sitting there like this in a chair, like, "Hey guys," and people, all these guys go, "Hi, hi, hi, hi! Oh my god, oh hi!" It's like every once in a while she'll be like, "Oh yeah, haha," and you see $100, $100, $100, and I'm just like, but people offer me $20 to shave my head. Talk about inequality. Hey. Oh well, yeah, yeah. Well, I did it from scratch. I've built it all myself, right? So, but like doing it like I'm not literally out in the forest. Like I'd have to own a forest. I don't. You can't just do that. I can't just start chopping down trees in the forest and dragging them home for wood, mate. It doesn't quite work that way here. No, it's old farmlands. There's not really big forest around, but there's been forestry around here in the past and stuff a long time ago. Hey, Christy, how are you? Good to see you again, mate. Yeah, we're just hanging out, Christy. We're just having a chat about whatever. Did some work on the cabin, and yeah, we're having a good wee stream. Yeah. What's up, Hugh Jackman? So yeah, maybe should I do that? Should I do the shave out the middle of the beard? We'll go the full Wolverine. That's Hugh Jackman, isn't it? Aussie guy, isn't that Wolverine? Some smooth criminals down under. That's what Deadpool said. He's got some smooth criminals down under. Hmm. So, has anybody got some good news for me? Who's got some good news? Somebody tell me something good. So, what's something good that happened to you last week, or something good that's coming up soon that you're looking forward to? Well, who's got some good news for me? It's good news time. Links Few Acres is live. Is he? All right. Well, we got three of us here. I tell you what, is the food okay? Yeah, yeah, food's good, mate. Food's good. Food's good. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna look. There's only got three of us here. I'm gonna head off here, but hang on. Look at this. That links. Yeah. Isn't that? I think that's correct spelling. Give me a moment here. Hang on. Give me a moment here. Give me a moment here, folks. Off camping tomorrow for a few days. Now, is that the correct spelling? I'll just scroll up. Hopefully, his comments are still there. Links. Oh shit! I did it wrong. Sorry. Hang on. Hang on. So he's just gone live. So I want you guys to go there. If you search this, hang on. At links view acres. All right, my buddy has just gone live here, right? Oh, I met him through YouTube, right? And he does like lifestyle block content and stuff, right? So we're gonna head over there. I'm gonna end stream because I'm gonna chill for like 20 minutes before I mod for D-Bird. So screenshot that if you need to or whatever. Links view acres. He's just gone live. He'll only be on probably like 20 minutes or something, right? Feeding his chickens and stuff. I assume he's just gone live. It did say live, didn't it? Evening relax with the chickens, right? So I'm gonna go sit in there and look at chickens sitting on a perch. And you're welcome to join me. Me and my wife, I'm not well physically and mentally, so I'm getting out and about. That's fantastic. Off camping tomorrow for a few days in the van. Taking our scooters. Nice place we're going to. Oh, fantastic, Christy. Awesome. All right, guys. I'm going to end the stream now, so please do screenshot that. We're going to go watch his chookies for a bit. I like watching his chookies, and sometimes he's out feeding them and stuff, and checking on cows and that. But it's a great channel. I love to shout him out. So I'm going to head over that way, and yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Morning workout will be in... It's nearly 8 p.m. So the morning workout will be in another 12 and a half hours, roughly. 12 and a half hours away will be my morning workout. Then it'll be cabin. Might do a garage sim. I don't know. I'm going to have dinner and then I'm going to go down the garage for a couple of hours. I'll probably work till about 11:30, midnight, something like that. Then come up, sleep, wake up at like 8, do it all over again. All right, I'm going to go support Link, so I'm going to head off. Thank you very much, guys, for your support, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace out.